So, I've been playing this game for a few days now, and after trying out most of the characters, I decided to play Bakugo. Yeah, this guy can do everything and beams everything that's moving, and he's too busted and everyone wants to pick him, so I went for an alternative. Iida. A few games in and I noticed Iida is not so cool. It took some time, and after a few more games, I suddenly understood his moveset and role. His playstyle is exactly what I liked about Bakugo: fast in and out fights. What exactly is Iida's role? I know you don't want to hear it, but you're not the main damage dealer on the team. Your job as Iida should be to support your damage dealer and separate the enemy team. Let me explain. I've been using Iida in two different playstyles. First, the initiator. You go into a fight first and play the bait. You take off the shields and disengage. All eyes on you while your teammates join you and finish off the enemy team. You can rejoin after you healed and got your cooldowns back. On this one you need teammates that follow you, which is harder to achieve. Most of the time they tend to pick their own fights, which leads into the next playstyle. The assistant. You join the battle last and wait for your teammates to engage into a fight. You wait for the perfect moment to strike. You have the opportunity to decide whether to finish the fight or disengage, since you can carry teammates and use your gamma skill to be explosively fast. In both playstyles you are an in and out character. That means that you do a few attacks and back off. You try to split off the enemy team, since Iida's attacks throw people far away. At this point of the fight you have to decide whether you want to isolate the 1v1 with the enemy you just launched away, or rejoin the group for a short 3v2. Both decisions are valid, but also situational. Since Iida is the fastest character in the game, no one can chase you down. Most of the time. So now we covered Iida's role in the team and what his strengths are. But how do we utilize this kit to the fullest? Let me give you some insights. Combos. Iida's Alpha is a great attack. I've seen a lot of people using the triple Alpha combo. It's a decent combo, however this attack provides so much mobility, so it would be a waste to use all of them in one combo. You have 3 uses of the Alpha skill in total, which by the way has more cooldown if you use all of them. A much better way to utilize this kit is to spare one Alpha attack for mobility. To compromise for the combo you can use double Alpha into single Beta, which is more damage anyway, but a little harder to hit. If your Beta is on cooldown, you can use a melee attack in the air instead. If your enemies still have shield, you're better off using one Alpha on the ground into a full combo melee. In your Gamma mode you can actually combo Beta Alpha Beta, which is the most damage but very inconsistent to hit. Now let's talk about movement. As I previously covered, Iida is great for in and out fights. In locations where there are buildings, mountains or high ground in general, you're better off disengaging to those spots. What I mostly do is use 1 or 2 alphas, depends on the height of the location, into one melee in the air, which gives me some more vertical and horizontal space and helps me to land properly. The Gamma attack is a very special and also situational skill. It's very hard to utilize it, so people tend to say it's the worst skill on the kit. But recently I've been skilling like that and I think that works pretty good. Alpha on 4, Beta on 4 and Gamma on 9. Your approach to the skill leveling would be to get all skills to level 4 and then fully focus on your Gamma skill and bring it to 9. The reasoning for this is that at level 4 you get the most benefits and the next big one is at 9. If you play Iida like I mentioned before, as an in and out character, you have to leave the engagement for a few seconds anyway. So the downside of having the movement debuff for a few seconds fits your playstyle. The hard part is to time everything so you end up safe when your engines need to cool down. Now let me show you some advanced techniques to enhance your Gamma skill usage. Number 1. When you're about to run out of juice for your Gamma skill and you're in the middle of the fight, consider using your Plus Ultra, if you have it ready of course. Right now people use Plus Ultra mostly to get full shield again, but it actually prevents you from getting the movement debuff and resets your cooldowns as well. On top of that you can actually activate your Gamma skill again while in Plus Ultra, and after your Plus Ultra ends you won't get the movement debuff again. This trick is very useful in endgame when you know you have to fight for a long period of time. Number 2. You probably already know that if you press the Gamma skill while you're in Gamma mode, you can make a special jump. But you can actually combine it with your aerial melee to float in the air for some time. Number 3. If you want to touch the ground fast, you can use your Gamma skill and cancel it with a roll. And last but not least, your movement in general has to be very unpredictable in fights. I usually dash jump around the map, but I sometimes mix it up with some rolls, Gamma jumps or Alpha and Beta skills to avoid getting hit. All these abilities should make you very mobile, and that's the most fun part about Iida. Combine it with the Gamma speed mode and you zoom around the map. With that being said, have fun using these tips and good luck in your games with Iida.